So, you hear whispers, right? Legends from the internet. Snow in Enugu. Yes, Enugu, Nigeria. The place known for sunshine, vibrant culture, and amazing food. Suddenly, it's supposedly Narnia. People start picturing snowball fights next to palm trees. It sounds a bit wild, doesn't it? Like finding a penguin in the Sahara Desert? Or me suddenly becoming a champion sumo wrestler. Highly unlikely, let's be honest. It captures the imagination, though. But hold on, before you pack your skis for a trip to southeastern Nigeria, let's get real. Actual, fluffy, make-a-snowman kind of snow? In Enugu, not quite. The truth is, what people are talking about isn't really snow. It's more like the feeling of intense cold, especially for people used to much warmer weather. Think of it as your body going, whoa, what was that breeze? It's a significant chill for sure. But snowballs? Probably not. This whole snow story gets mixed up with something very real, the Harmattan season. This is the actual visitor that brings a change to the weather. It's not a magical snow cloud appearing out of nowhere. Instead, it's a specific time of year with its own unique characteristics. This season brings a different kind of white stuff. Not the fun, playful kind. We're talking dust, lots and lots of dust. So it's less winter wonderland and more desert's calling card. So what's really going on when Enugu feels this snow-like cold? It's a fascinating weather phenomenon, but it's not about snowflakes and ice. The chill is genuine, the discomfort is real for many. But the explanation lies in the winds and the dust, not in a freak blizzard. We need to understand what Harmattan truly is. It's a story about adaptation, about how people handle what Mother Nature throws their way. It's quite the tale, even without actual snow. Alright, let's talk Harmattan. This isn't just a chilly Tuesday, it's a full-blown season. It usually rolls in around December and sticks around until February. Think of it as a special guest that overstays its welcome for some. This guest comes from the Sahara Desert, way up north. And it brings along some very particular luggage dry air and a whole lot of dust. It's like the desert decided to exfoliate and Nigeria gets the benefits. Now, when this Saharan guest arrives, it doesn't just say hello, it changes things. The air gets incredibly dry. Your lips might start feeling like sandpaper. Visibility drops, big time. The sky can look hazy, almost like a permanent Instagram filter. But not the cool kind. It's dust, fine particles of it, hanging in the air. This can affect air quality, making breathing a bit tricky for some people. It's a real character, this Harmattan. So how does this affect Enugu specifically? Well, the temperatures do take a dip. We're talking around 25 degrees Celsius. Now, if you're from, say, Canada, you're probably thinking 25 degrees? That's a lovely spring day. And you'd be right, for Canada. But in Enugu, where it's usually much warmer, that 25 degrees can feel properly cold. It's that sudden change that gets you. It's the kind of cold that makes you look for that sweater you forgot you owned. It's important to remember, this is not snow. There are no blizzards, no icy roads, just this dry, dusty, and surprisingly chilly wind. It's a very different kind of cold compared to a snowy winter. There are no picturesque snow-covered landscapes. Instead, you get a fine layer of dust on everything. It's a unique challenge, this Harmattan. It's the African continent showing its diverse weather patterns. One day it's blazing hot, the next you're dealing with a dusty chill. Okay, so Enugu gets chilly during Harmattan, around 25 degrees Celsius, as we said. For locals, that's a big deal. You'll see people breaking out extra layers. The conversation changes. Can you believe how cold it is? Becomes a common greeting. It's a noticeable shift from the usual tropical warmth. It's enough to make you shiver a bit, especially in the mornings and evenings. This is Enugu's version of winter, if you will. But let's put this Enugu cold into perspective, shall we? Nigeria is a big country. And believe it or not, some parts of Nigeria get way colder during Harmattan. We're talking proper cold. Take Plateau State, especially Jos. Temperatures there can drop to around 17 degrees Celsius, sometimes even lower. Then you have places like Kano, where nighttime temperatures can be 11 to 15 degrees. That's serious sweater weather, even jacket weather. And it doesn't stop there. In Taraba State, a place called Gembu can see temperatures as low as 7 degrees Celsius. 7. That's not just a bit chilly, that's genuinely cold. Katsina State also reports temperatures around 7 degrees sometimes, with an average of 18. Sokoto can hit 19 degrees in the mornings. So when Enugu residents are feeling the chill at 25 degrees, folks in Gembu are practically building igloos. Metaphorically speaking, of course. So while Enugu experiences a definite cool down, it's not the coldest spot in Nigeria by a long shot. The Harmattan winds affect different regions with varying intensity. But for the people of Enugu, their 25 degrees is their cold. It's what they experience, what they adapt to. It's all relative, isn't it? What feels like a mild day to one person can be a deep freeze to another, especially when you're used to much warmer climes. So, Harmattan arrives in Enugu. It's dusty, it's cooler than usual. What do people do? They adapt. It's human nature, right? You don't just stand there and complain. Well, maybe you complain a little, but then you act. The most obvious change is clothing. Suddenly, those light, airy fabrics take a back seat. People start layering up. Sweaters make an appearance. Jackets, cardigans, maybe even socks with sandals. Don't judge, it's about warmth. It's not just about staying warm, though. It's also about protecting yourself from the dryness and the dust. That Saharan dust is no joke. It gets everywhere. So people might use more moisturizers, like shea butter, to keep their skin from drying out. Lip balm becomes everyone's best friend. Some people wear face masks, not just for health reasons, but to keep the dust out of their noses and mouths. It's practical survival. Daily life might also shift a bit. Maybe you don't spend as much time outdoors when the dust is particularly bad. Perhaps outdoor markets are a bit less bustling, or people try to get their errands done quickly. Windows and doors might stay closed more often to keep the dust from invading homes. It's about making small adjustments to navigate the season comfortably. It's like when it rains, you grab an umbrella. Harmattan comes, you grab your sweater and your lip balm. In the end, the story of snow in Enugu is a charming misunderstanding. The reality is the Harmattan, a unique season bringing a dry, dusty chill. There are no snowmen, no skiing championships, but there is a fascinating example of how people live with and adapt to their environment. Enugu's weather during this time is a distinct part of its character. It's a reminder that cold is relative, and humans are incredibly resourceful when it comes to dealing with whatever nature decides to serve up.